This is John. Welcome to my Gamester81 Arcade channel, and this is a brief recap of my visit to PAX East in Boston the weekend of March 11th through 13th. More specifically, this is the arcade room, and this is probably where I spent most of the time, to be quite honest with you. And this room was actually put on by the American Classic Arcade Museum and Fun Spot. They brought a whole bunch of machines over. It was a great time. I apologize for a couple reasons first, though. First, the lighting was terrible in the room. It made for a great mood while playing the games, but for filming it made it very difficult. And also, there was a lot of 80s music, which also brought a really fun environment and kind of retro feel while playing games, but unfortunately, I couldn't post that on this video. Nevertheless, you can kind of get a great idea of how many great games they had. You had Super Breakout here. That was Burger Time they had. It was always packed. Here's Karate Champ, which is a fantastic game. And there's every time I went in this room, there's always someone playing a cabinet. All these games were set on free play, which was awesome. And there was a place where you could donate some money to the American Classic Arcade Museum, which I definitely did because I wanted to support those guys. I believe in their cause. Oh, here's Warlords. Wow, this game is an awesome game. It's almost a 3D perspective. It's really hard to tell, but it's a reflection on the screen. And when you're actually playing it, it kind of appears in 3D, which is one of my favorite games. There's another great cabinet. This is Tapper. This is the Budweiser version. Fantastic. They even had Crazy Kong, which is a clone of Donkey Kong. With subtle differences. The color is a little bit different. A little bit more, it's a little faster, a little bit more hard than Donkey Kong itself. Every single cabinet they had was from 1988 or earlier, so you got a lot of classics. You got Moon Patrol. You had Afterburner, which was a great game, fun to play. This is Space Ace, which is a cabinet you don't see every day. They also had Dragon's Lair. Those two cabinets seem to be really busy every time I walk by. What was also really neat was a lot of the arcades had information on the side of the arcade that you can read up about the history of the machine in the game itself. So that was really neat. And since all these arcade cabinets came from Fun Spot, the actual Donkey Kong was the same Donkey Kong arcade that Steve Wiebe used to break the original Donkey Kong record several years back, which was really neat. Also, throughout the day, you had people trying to compete and break records. One guy was literally on Tempest there all day long. He had it roped off. Every time he came in there, he was trying to break the record. I'm not sure what he ended up scoring, but it was pretty crazy to see that he was there all day. I think some of my favorite cabinets here playing was definitely Warlords. Was cool with the 3D aspect. I love that game. Quantum is another one you don't see every day, which was awesome. It's a vector-style Atari graphics game that uses the trackball, very unique gameplay. Donkey Kong, of course, is great, and Tapper was a great one as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I absolutely had a blast. We'll see you soon. Take care.